Disney Metalfigs Part 2. So I went back to the store and I decided to get more of the metal figs because I said before that I'm starting to really like them. Before we begin, here's a little refresher of what I have so far. Oh no, they're all falling. They're all falling. Hang on. Okay. I got the Jack Skellington one. We'll put him right there. He is very top heavy, so I kind of worried about him. We got Stitch right there. We can put him there. Now these are the normal metal figs. I've actually seen ones that are much bigger than this. I've seen them at the store every once in a while. They have like a WWE set, and I've seen bigger ones of them. I've seen bigger Marvel versions. And the one I saw recently at Toys R Us was this 2-pack of Princess Aurora and Maleficent in dragon form. It was really cool, and they were huge. They were like this big, and they were made of metal. So you can buy them, you can display them on your shelf, and you can hurl them at an intruder if they come into your house and knock them out. But anyway, here are the smaller metal figs I got. I got Baymax, of course. And remember last time I had Gizmo Duck, and as you recall, I dropped him on the floor, and a lot of the paint got chipped because these are metal figures with like acrylic paint over them, and they do chip very easily, especially when you drop them on the floor. Fortunately, I don't know if you can tell this, but I actually have a small tripod now that I put on the table, so there's nothing here that, there's no gap here. It's just, if I drop anything, it's just going to fall directly onto the table. So hopefully if that happens, we won't get too much damage. But anyway, let me show you the ones I got. So first off, I got Woody, because they have a whole Pixar set. They don't have too many in the Pixar set yet. It's like they got like well, they don't have them divided up here, but they have Woody. They have Woody and Buzz, and I believe the only other ones I saw were Mike and Sully from Monsters Inc. But I love Toy Story, so I picked up Woody and Buzz. So let's take a look at them. Open them up. See, being very careful, because even though we're not above the floor, I don't want to do anything I might regret. He looks good. It's weird, his eyes are like the same color as his hat, which is a bit strange. But other than that, he looks pretty good. Very metallic looking. Yeah, something about the eyes and the eyebrows I think needed maybe a different shade of color, but otherwise I think he looks pretty good. So we got him. And of course, I got Buzz Lightyear. I'm a huge Toy Story fan, so I had to get the Toy Story guys, and his package is a little bit dented, so we're going to really work to get him out. There we go. Put that aside. And Buzz Lightyear, without his helmet, in this harsh environment. He's not aware that there's oxygen here. His eyes could be sucked out of their sockets. I do love that movie. Not too bad looking. He looks a bit angrier than he would normally be. For being something so small, the paint is not bad. It's a little, there's a little bit of like, things being missed, but from a distance, it looks pretty good. All right, so there were some other ones I got here. There were like these gray ones, these like pure metallic looking ones. I would say that they're not painted, but clearly there's different shades in there, so these are definitely painted. I don't really know much about these. I haven't seen too many of them. Maybe they're like worth a lot of money. So I'm gonna probably keep these in the package and eventually retire on them. So I found Woody, which is really cool. So can I stand him up like that? Yes, I can. I also found Mickey, and I found Minnie, and they do have colored versions of each of these. I actually really do like the black and white look for these two. It looks like they came out of like one of the classic cartoons, even though the style that they're in right now is clearly a more modern version of the characters. But the black and white does look very good for them. Again, I'm going to keep these in the package. I don't know. I'm also a little bit worried about damaging them. you know, being how I am. Come on, stand up. I think there we go. Let's put that like that. Okay. So I do have more here. So remember how I messed up Gizmo Duck here? Well, I decided to cave, and I actually bought the 5-pack rather, and it's got Gizmo Duck, it's got Scrooge, the Queen of Hearts, the Cheshire Cat, and Lilo. And apparently, Cheshire Cat and Lilo are exclusive only to these packs, so you can't get them, you know, in an individual pack. I figured since you know, I needed a new Gizmo Duck anyway, might as well get those. And because I got those, I got the one with Stitch in it, so now I have Lilo and Stitch as well. And this one you get regular Mickey and Minnie, you get Alice, you get Stitch, and you get Kermit, which I find interesting that they would package the Muppets alongside the Disney characters. I mean, yes, I know the Muppets are owned by Disney now, but I mean, like Pixar got its own set. I feel like the Muppets should be their own set, right? Anyway, it just seems kind of strange to me. They could have put like Goofy in there or something and have like a pack of the Muppets, because again, the Pixar, they actually have a multi-pack for the Pixar ones, so I don't really know why they did this, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. I got Lilo and Stitch, and I also got a new Gizmo Duck, as well as Scrooge McDuck, as well as a bunch of other characters. Now, one thing that I find interesting about these is they don't have tape on them. These are actually very collector friendly, so you can just pop that open and slide them out. I assume. There we go. Yeah, so there's nothing really sealing that shut. I'm amazed I didn't see, you know, packs of these with figures missing at the store. Part of me does kind of want to just leave these in the package just for safety reasons. Oh god, I can't believe I dropped that in the last video. But anyway, you know what? No, let's just take a quick look at some of these. We're not going to look at all of them, but we'll look at some of them. All right, so let's take a look at Lilo. Yeah, Lilo, very nice. I kind of like, I don't know if it was intentional, but the board, the stand she's on kind of looks like a surfboard. I mean, it looks similar to the other ones. It is weird that it matches the color of her flesh, but otherwise, not too bad. She looks good. I do love, again, I love Lilo and Stitch. We have, of course, the new, the non-damaged Gizmo Duck, as well as Scrooge McDuck. Queen is very big, very heavy too. But I do want to look at the Stitch, so I'm going to open up this one. Hopefully not damaging it too much, because I really am probably just going to put these back in, because I don't want them to get scratched. I just pull them out. There we go. Alright, so let's take a quick look at these here. Very nice, decent detail on them, considering how small they are. Alice looks pretty good too. That actually got some detail in her eyes there. Kermit just looks like Kermit. Now let's take a look at Stitch. There we go. There's Stitch. Yeah, very nice. I actually like I like this pose he's in. This one is pretty good too, but I think I prefer this one. It's too bad there's not a bigger version of it. But anyway, there we go. We got Lilo and Stitch together, and their bigger Stitch. So that was Disney Nano Metalfigs and slightly bigger Metalfigs. I do want to try and get some more. I don't know if there's going to be, I think they're in like series 2 right now, so I don't know if they're going to do any more of them. It doesn't really seem like it. I would actually, I've said before, I'd like to try and get maybe the Street Fighter ones before they disappear from the stores. And they are very cheap too. These are $1 usually, or about that. I think some of them, if you go on like eBay or something, you're going to probably spend a little bit more, because they're going to be like, oh, they're collectibles. Remember Funko Pops and all that nonsense. But yeah, they're really cool figures if you like Disney. They got Marvel, they got DC, they got Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, I think. They have WWE, and I think that might be it. I don't know if there's any other ones, but there might be. But they're really nice. They have grown on me quite a bit, and I think I'm going to try to get the Street Fighter ones at some point. But for now, I think we're going to just stop with these. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think of these.